When people hear those phrases about affordability bonds and things like that, a lot of people, half of the audience, what they hear is, you want more of my tax money, which makes it more unaffordable for me.
Some people, some people hear that for
sure. Not some. A lot.
Well, there's an investment for sure that we're talking about, and it is a public investment that we're calling for. It's also tools that allow private investment in terms of what some of those payment in lieu and all of that kind of stuff. And private funders come to the table to actually provide for those funds as well. So I do understand the hesitation that a lot of taxpayers probably have, but I think there's a couple things to keep in mind. The affordability crisis impacts all of us. So all of that worsening traffic, that terrible commute, the fact that our service industry is completely getting displaced, that it's going to actually impact our businesses, that businesses are struggling, small businesses in particular are struggling to stay open. I mean, this is a crisis that impacts all of us, whether we are the person in, quote, subsidized housing or not. The other thing to keep in mind is that low income and affordable, a lot of people don't consider themselves low income, but technically at 80% median family income, which is $44,000 for one person, about $65,000 for a family of four, you're considered low income. So a lot of folks in that category don't consider themselves poor or low income. They're regular middle class people. But right now, what we're talking about with these high income earners coming in, you've got a tremendous amount of our city that is now considered low income. So this is affecting a lot of us.
If you have been able to save up a nest egg, to some extent, it doesn't matter because wages have not kept up with home prices. I mean, at its core, that's our problem, is home prices have risen at a much faster pace. I think you had mentioned earlier about $300,000 home price and the median income. It's actually much different than that. The median home price is in the MSA, so the whole 5-county area, is about, just over $300,000, $310,000, $315,000, somewhere around there. The median income, which is, half of the folks in Austin make more or less than about, $65,000, $70,000. It depends on how many people are in your household in terms of the stat. And that $65,000, $70,000 gets you a house that is more like $200,000 than it is $310,000. Austin recently, for the second year in a row, was awarded best place to live, I think, by U.S. News and World Report. I think that's right.
We need to stop saying those things. It just makes more people do it.
Well, they need to add a caveat that says if you can afford it, right?
If you can afford it. If you can afford it, it's a great place to be.
It's a playground for the wealthy. That's what people have been saying.
However, right after that.
Well, what's ironic is that really part of their scoring has to do with affordability because relative to other areas, I mean, San Francisco is a beautiful place. It's a fantastic city. It would be great to live there if you can afford it. And I think that Austin is rapidly going to price itself out of that best place to live spot because of home prices.
If that happens, does that mean we totally eliminate the middle class and it's the haves and the have-nots? Is that the fear?
We're
Hawaii
already
is
there.
Like that.
We're the most
there.
economically segregated city in the country
It's
right
true.
now. We bobble out of the first couple of places on that, and that has happened because there is absolutely a disappearance of the middle class. I organize in South Austin now, and it's one of the last holdouts. And
they're in Cedar Park and Round Rock now.
A lot of folks are. They're in Kyle and Buda and Pflugerville. And that's the other thing is that we can densify as much as we want in the central city, but these other counties are welcoming the sprawl. They're welcoming. People want to live in single-family homes.
Those are the people
with
commuting in.
yards.
That's right.
Absolutely. And those markets are exploding, and they're happy to do it. I mean, I think CodeNEXT has fabulous potential for greenfield development where we haven't built already. We want to build walkable, complete communities that are dense, that have everything near, close by, good schools, don't require a lot of commute. But if we're talking about infill on top of our existing neighborhoods, unless we have mechanisms to protect quality of life and affordability, you're just going to displace all those people into the suburbs. I mean, what we don't talk about very often, we talk about the 160 people a day or whatever that are moving to Austin. We don't talk about the 40 or 50 that are leaving every single day because they're being economically displaced.
Yeah.